What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Blind Refs Podcast. My name is Tony. I'm here with, Nate left, Nick, and Isaac's Facebook profile picture.
Yeah.
Nice.
We are all here in a way. Brian is still traveling. He will be back next week, which kind of sucks because I wanted his input this week. It's a good game. With that upcoming game with Colorado um, at Outson. Man, that'll be a fun environment.
Yeah.
Just because, not because of the level, because again, when Nick and Brian and I went, that was a top 10 matchup. They were both in the top 10.
Yeah.
I think Oregon was 8, Stanford was 5 at the time, or something like that. That was a super cool environment. But it's just because of the hype that's going to go into this.
I think it's a whole different hype,
Yeah.
I think it's almost people, I think it's split now 50-50 of people wanting Colorado just to lose and people who just want to see them keep riding it.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't even think people want them to lose because it's Colorado or because it's Dion. It's because of all the hype they're getting. You know what I mean? Everybody's tired of hearing about Colorado. I saw one guy post on Reddit about how this is the most fun he's had watching college football since 2007. I'm like, are you serious? The most fun? Either he's a pro football player that's just following it because of Dion, which is most likely the case, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or his team utterly sucks year in and year out, so he's got nothing else and now he's just jumping ship, which I think is the case. I think for the most part, people that don't have a college football team and, the diehard Dallas Cowboys fans that don't have a college football team that are like, well, Dion, he played for the Cowboys, so I'll root for his college football team. And that's who's rooting for him. But,
I'd be curious to see how many Dallas Cowboy fans don't have a college team. Especially in the state.
I think a lot of pro football, diehard pro football fans don't actually have a college football team. I really do.
I
think a lot of Dallas fans are probably Longhorn fans, to be honest.
People in around Dallas and stuff like that. Sure, the people from Texas.
TCU, Dallas, SMU, Houston, Baylor, Texas Tech, Texas A&M.
No, because Dallas fans like the Yankees, like the Lakers, like the Cowboys. That's who they are.
Dallas fans like the Cowboys. It's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, fans of Dallas, the city.
Oh. I like the Stars.
Big Dallas fans.
The Dallas.
I like the.
They're big.
I like the Mavericks though.
You don't.
Or the Rangers or the Astros.
You don't mind the Rangers. You hate the Astros, probably.
Or the Rockets.
Yeah. But no, I think it's going to be interesting, and I think, I will say this, though. I give a lot of credit to Shadur Sanders watching that game because you could tell he put that last drive on his back, that 98-yard drive, and he said, I'm going to do this. This is on me. Because him running it is not a part of their game plan.
No, he takes a lot of hits. They should have, Colorado State, they really wanted to win that game, but it went for the 4th and 1.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing with Colorado, and this is why if I'm Oregon, I'm breaking down that Colorado State game, I'm breaking down the Nebraska game, because what both of those teams did worked, right? I'm not saying we shut down Colorado, obviously. He still threw for 300 yards or whatever it was.
But he threw 47 times, so.
Yeah. So, but, we were able to get to him, you know what I mean, with, a 4-man rush. So, and so was Colorado State. But, the difference between, a Colorado State and an Oregon is obviously the talent, right? There's a huge talent gap. Take out the coaching, just the team versus team. There's a huge talent gap. Colorado State doesn't have the talent to man up on Colorado. So they had to run those really soft zones, and they exploited it. Where Oregon can man up. They can still run the cover 2 man and stuff like that, and rush with 4 and drop 7.
Colorado's just missing some big guys on the O&D line. I mean, if
Yeah.
they had some good people up front, they'd be actually pretty decent.
Yeah, they would be. I mean,
Well-
Shadur is a good quarterback. I'm not gonna buy into the
Oh, he
Heisman
is.
hype. He's putting up big numbers, sure, but like, and the Pac-12 has some extreme talent at quarterback this year. But
Their
again,
defense
like,
is just so bad, though.
yeah,
Colorado's.
but if Shadur gets hurt, and I think he'll play through any injury he gets this year, but if he gets hurt, who's his backup?
I'm not sure.
Like, I think the last name is Staub. He played against Nebraska in the last.
Stavi's his backup?
Like Trevor Staub.
Oh, Staub. I was gonna say that guy's got to be graduated. We played him like 6 years ago.
Joel.
I mean, you just-
Oh, you're talking about Joel Staubby from
Yeah,
Wisconsin?
yeah. I was like,
That
wait a
man's like-
sec.
That man's probably.
He's got to
40.
be almost 30. Like the dude's
I
old.
mean,
Oh, no,
to be
he's
fair,
not.
you just played a quarterback who like took his first step in 2018 last week. So
I know.
He's
The backup
17.
quarterbacks are Ryan Staub and Kason Weissman, both true freshmen.
Oh man.
is
Tell
his
you what,
league?
though, that Colorado State defensive end, Kamara, he's good.
Yeah, he's real good.
I mean, he cost him the game kind of at the end there.
He does have a
but they-
problem.
I would-
Dude, but I don't
would
like
never-
that call because I get why it needs to be called because he
Which
took
one?
him all the way to the ground. That roughing the passer,
they-
targeting.
Right.
But at the
Not
same
called.
time, he was wrapped up as he was throwing it. Like, it wasn't like he already threw it and then, like, for instance, the Nebraska one. What's his name? Why am I Trey Robinson? Like, when he like completely pushed him, the play was over. The quarterback had already released the ball. The guy's already caught the ball at that point. I get that, but he hit him as he threw. The ball, yes, was out of his hand by the time he hit the ground, sure. But, like, the dude's huge. What do you expect to happen?
Yeah, that
Just
was-
like-
I didn't like that call.
No,
Hey,
I didn't.
So Tony, back to your point of Oregon manning up with
Yeah.
Colorado. Just a fun fact: Kent State, who was coached by Sean Lewis, the offensive coordinator of Colorado last year,
Yeah.
scored more points on Georgia than Oregon did last year.
Oh.
They scored 22 points against Georgia, so could be a nice matchup. That offense that Sean Lewis has.
No, it definitely could be. But, I mean, I think and I'm not saying Kent State has more talent. That'd be a stupid comment, right? But not completely wrong as far as their offensive line. I think when you look at what he did, what Dion did, is he went after a bunch of guys. But if you look at their roster, other than a lot of their playmakers, they're 3-star guys. They don't have 4-star and 5-star guys in the trenches. And they're not loaded up at 4-star and 5. Even on their defensive backs, like their defensive backs aren't a bunch of 5-star defensive backs or 4-star defensive backs.
Well, the true freshman that they have is a 5-star, and Travis Hunter was a 5-star.
Yeah, they're skill positions they have.
No, they're corners. They're DBs.
Oh. Well,
the
yeah,
DBs,
Travis Hunter.
they're
Yeah.
great.
I mean, Travis Hunter's not going to play, and neither is a true freshman, but
Yeah, but and I'm not saying that offense can't move the ball against Oregon. I think the Pac-12 has god-awful defenses. God-awful defenses. They are the new Big 12.
Yeah, I mean, Utah's a good defense. Oregon State's defense is pretty decent.
So comment, what do we think about Matt Rhule's decision to change the starting quarterback?
From last week?
Or do you mean like change back from Heinrich to, or are you talking about playing Heinrich? I don't know.
Who commented?
Hunter.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. The Jeff Sims is still out, right?
He hasn't really said. He said if Jeff Sims is ready to go, they'll, if he can
He'll
practice. No, he hasn't said who
they're
will start.
listed as co-starters
Yeah.
on the depth chart.
Rule will start Sims, and if he starts sucking, he'll put what's his face right back in.
I
That's what
don't know. I think they're
I
gonna.
think it'll be the other way around.
I think it's the other way around, 100%. Just
Oh,
because.
Louisiana Tech's pretty bad, aren't they?
Sims will come in, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Harburg will start and Sims will come in.
because
maybe.
I
Just
don't
depends on
hate
their
that
games,
though.
though.
I like that way.
but
better.
like even during his press conference, and Isaac, I don't know if who do you think is the best choice going forward if they are both healthy? I think Heinrich is. And
to
only
run the offense or to win Big Ten games.
it doesn't say. It's just who do you think's the better choice going forward?
I think to win Big Ten games, Jeff Sims is probably the best chance, just because he's more athletic and he has those tools and everything like that. I mean, Harburg ran the offense pretty good against Northern Illinois.
Yeah, and like
So
I tried to
I
go
don't
ahead.
know. No, that's it. That's all I
Oh,
was gonna
and like I tried to argue the point. Yes, he did well, and I'm not going to take that away from him. You know, he didn't turn the ball over, and we've done more than that. Hell, we lost to Northern Illinois 2 years ago?
say. 5 years ago. 6
Was it
years
5
ago.
years ago? God,
2017.
Yeah,
17. Yeah.
I'm just
I know that
completely
because
blasted through.
I had a Facebook post on that Saturday. It said Husky power.
No, but
Of course you did.
but God, I can't
Because he
remember
was.
days. It's
You're
like the
the
Frost
worst.
era just blew right past me. But I think it was interesting to hear Matt Rhule. I don't think he realized he said it the way he did, because somebody asked him about what's your experience with a situation like this in the quarterback realm, and he talked about how he dealt with it at Carolina, but in college he never did. He had a quarterback that put in 3 or 4 games in the season, and then they started the rest of the time. He did it at Temple, he did it at Baylor. Third game in the season, fourth game into the season, the person went in, and then they never came out. So what does that mean for Heinrich? Does he go in? But again, I don't know. Yeah,
True.
I do
Matt
think,
Rhule made Charlie Brewer look like an All-American quarterback, so if he could do that.
it's just, I do think it's hard to compare, because Northern Illinois is not Colorado, is not Minnesota. So comparing, but the way he took care of the ball was noticeable. Yeah, he threw one really bad ball that you're like, oh crap, if they were anybody good, that ball's picked. And I don't blame that fumble on him. Like, that was a blindside block completely missed. Like, the guy went in, the tackle went inside, should have came out. Didn't even block anybody. The tackle went inside and literally didn't block anybody.
Yeah.
Going back to the Colorado game.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any problem with that one hit on Hunter?
It was
So-
it was late.
He wasn't even out of bounds. Here's my argument with it. I get the dirty hit part of it, because yes, he was gonna be going out of bounds, right? Mm-hmm. Sure, the play was technically gonna be over, but it wasn't over. He was running straight at him, so it's not blindside necessarily. I get that he may not have seen him because of the way he was coming up behind that other player, right?
Yep.
Sure, was it an aggressive hit? Sure, but like,
Sending a message. I
It
didn't think
was pretty late.
He didn't hit him. I thought it was late. I thought that was the only issue with it.
He
It
was
was
still like
definitely
3
late.
yards away from. He was 3 yards away from Hunter as the ball
But
hit
he
the
didn't hit him.
ground.
He didn't hit him high or anything like that. So I mean,
it was
No.
definitely late.
I think the reason why it looks so dramatic is Hunter weighs 20 pounds more than I do. That guy weighs 75 pounds more than I do. And when you're running full bore at somebody that big, like...
But did you have a problem with it?
no.
Not the
was
way
it
the
dirty?
game was going. It was chippy. Like, it's going to be chippy.
Send a
I think,
message.
well, that set the tone for being chippy, I think.
Well, Hunter was talking
What about
trash way
Shedeur
before
Sanders poking the
game.
guy in the eyes? Like, I didn't
Well,
get
that was
to...
after that.
I'm,
Sanders poking that guy. Well,
didn't a fight
he
break
said
out
that-
before the game even started,
Yeah.
though?
yeah.
So, I
So,
mean,
I also
it was
don't
already
think
there.
this is an issue if it's not Travis Hunter.
It's not.
So I mean, if it's anybody else, it's probably not an issue. I mean, the kid's getting like
But-
death threats now.
I think that I think you're right, because in the fact that he wasn't going to hit someone other than Travis Hunter like that.
No,
And it didn't matter who was on that sideline. He was lighting them up.
No, I don't think that's true.
You don't think
I
that's
think
true?
I
No,
100%
I
think that it was Travis Hunter he was sending a message to Colorado that he was going to
I
light up
agree.
Travis Hunter.
I mean, I think it's interesting that Colorado fans are pissed about it, even though they gator rolled Adrian Peterson a couple years ago, whatever it was, and bend his foot back like that. Like,
I liked it. It was awesome.
I don't know. If
They-
I watched it live, I would have been like, "Oh shit, big hit!" I
I did
wouldn't have
watch it
been.
live, and I was like, "Good, send a message." It was no different than a hard foul in the NBA playoffs, throwing it inside to somebody. It was a message hit. So
Kobe Bryant running through Pau Gasol in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. But like,
No, I mean,
What
I
I-
mean, if he hits him high, but he had the attempt to hit him, but he hit him
Yeah.
low.
what
Yeah.
I didn't like
He,
was
he could have gone high. He didn't.
it was like they labeled that dirty, but then the Sanders eye gouge, no one talked about.
Nobody.
And it was
Yeah.
so it was on ESPN today. I don't know if you guys saw the Facebook ESPN post, but they had, remember the water boy does that. The water boy does the eye gouge. They had that, and then Sanders doing it, like as it was a joke.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently that guy was doing it in the pile the whole game, so it was
Yeah, but a
one
lot of things
the
A
happen.
Travis
lot of
Hunter-
things happen
yeah,
in the
I know.
pile.
And I think it was like part of Travis Hunter and part of getting his eye gouged in the pile multiple times by that guy. He was like, "Well, I'll just do it now."
yeah.
I mean, he knew that's a message he's sending. He's like, I'm not going to get in trouble for this, so
Yeah.
I might as well do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest, it was a fun game to watch.
It was, and only because I was rooting for Colorado State.
I just like the chicken.
Like-
I think it's funny. Like, I heard it on someone else said it. It was like Colorado State spent the whole week planning for Colorado, and Colorado spent the whole week planning for
Oregon.
everybody that was showing up to the game day.
Yeah.
It was like Colorado was not didn't learn anything about Colorado State. Like they didn't
Yeah.
spend it all
It showed.
doing anything.
They better be doing
Yeah.
their homework this week. So
Speaking
Miranda
of the-
asks that Nate, this is for you. What do you think Baylor's strategy is going to be to take on Texas?
Oh,
Man.
here we go.
Not suck.
Waste the whole clock.
Yeah, they'll just run.
11-minute drives.
Richard
Yeah,
Reese, 55 carries.
They'll have to run. Sawyer Robinson's starting, so Shapen's
Oh,
still out.
You just gave the scouting report to a Texas fan. Oh my
Oh,
god,
it's
you
public knowledge.
idiot.
You idiot.
Public
I
knowledge.
think we're winning regardless of who's in it.
Nate, they need to take the Lake Seastrunk bowl game strategy when there was no quarterbacks healthy. Just
Oh
running
no,
back.
you mean
Wildcat.
Jefferson Jefferson.
Oh, I
You
thought
mean
that was
the North,
Seastrunk that did that. The
Uh-uh,
North Carolina
who's-
bowl game.
Johnny Jefferson.
Oh.
Oh, but we beat them when they did that too.
Yeah, because we didn't run. We try to throw it with quarterbacks or running backs, or
Well,
yeah.
That's what you do.
We try to throw it with wide receivers. Did you watch
Gotcha.
the bowl game? That was a sweet bowl game to watch. Isaac.
I did watch that. That was sweet.
It was like 600 yards of rushing.
Yeah, it was cool. It was just like Wildcat the whole game.
Yeah, Wildcat.
You
It was
Imagine-
awesome.
Can you imagine how fast that game would be now with the running clock?
Oh my god, it'd be over.
That
No,
was,
because it
uh,
was like big chunk run, big chunk run, big chunk run.
Yeah, that was Art Briles' last game.
That was crazy.
But anyways, back to the question. We'll have to
Yeah,
run
sorry.
the ball, chew the clock out.
Take the
Force
Wyoming
turnovers.
strategy.
Yeah.
Whatever
I mean,
Wyoming
Texas,
did,
I
do
think
that.
Texas had the ball once in the third quarter.
I mean, you could
There
see
you go.
Texas looking ahead though last week, so they're a little scared. I
Who
said it
does
was
Texas have next week? Oklahoma?
No,
No.
Kansas.
Oh.
Oh, they're
I
not
was gonna
looking
say
ahead.
Oh, it's definitely a trap game then for next week.
yeah. So next
Wyoming, Baylor, Kansas, OU.
Hey, easy schedule right there.
Did you
I mean-
have easier of a schedule?
Oklahoma does.
I guess.
Hey, man,
So,
we gotta play.
speaking
we
of
third
Wildcat,
ranked team now.
and this is going like we're jumping all over game to game to game to game here, but Isaac, what do you think is the possibility of them putting in packages for Jeff Sims to run just straight up Wildcat?
I think
Now,
that's
with
a
our
great
with
idea.
our running back situation.
If he can take the snaps, I think it's a great idea.
I mean, that's the problem, right? And I think like you didn't see one snap issue with Harburg.
That was
You get him
very
the-
odd.
the Little Giants tar stuff.
Every time he
Yes.
goes to throw it.
Or the
Yeah,
com-
like
or
we-
the
we just give it
replacements.
to him.
Yeah. The replacements or yeah. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything. He just hold on to the ball. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go? Why don't you go to the pistol? It's a little closer for him.
I might be asking a little bit much. He might.
I
He
mean,
doesn't understand it. I
The
don't think.
defenders will be too close then. We need the
I mean, but like
Oh.
with him, we can kind of
7-yard difference.
we can do
5-yard
those
difference.
freaking jet sweep passes and stuff like that with him
Yeah, that'd be cool.
if they
We
work.
could do that. We could do the same play against Minnesota that we did, and except
Yeah.
it's gonna be a toss to Jeff Sims and then toss back. Oof,
Yeah, let's do
dangerous.
it.
I saw today our leading receiver has less than 90 yards total on the year,
Oh man.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so we
That's
don't have
not
much of a
good.
passing game.
we just don't.
I feel like we turned into Iowa. Are we Iowa now?
Yeah, where no offense and just straight defense.
Yeah, special teams.
Our
That's it.
3 sacks last week kept us in the top 10 for
We
total
only had
defense.
3.
Yeah. So now we're only
Nate,
at
why are you
like
playing the? Why are you playing the show, Nate? We can see you playing.
I'm just listening, man.
but I think we only have like 14 sacks now.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
I know.
embarrassing.
That is pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
What do you think? What number will be higher at the end of this year? Sacks for our defense or turnovers by the quarterbacks?
Sacks by the defense.
I'll say turnovers.
That's a good. I don't know.
I'll say
Tough
turnovers.
question.
You're going to be going up
Yeah.
against some pretty big offensive linemen in the
Yeah, we're
Big
probably
Ten.
not gonna have too many sacks against like Iowa because they're just gonna run.
Yeah, I'm going to go turnovers.
I don't know.
That's a good one. I think I'm gonna write that down. We'll keep track of that.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, nope, we're third. We're still third in sack leaders. We're at 14. The Raging Cajuns got 15 and Wake Forest has 16.
Wake Forest.
Yeah. Where are we?
Interesting.
Hey, at
Total
least
defense. I think Nebraska's like 20th.
I thought we were 10 or 12.
No, 29th in total defense.
Ugh,
Yee.
that dropped.
Oregon's 30.
I just said Oregon doesn't have a good defense. Pac-12's garbage on defense.
30's
Ouch.
pretty good.
Who?
I don't think 30's too bad.
I mean, they do have 2 in the top 10, Utah and UCLA,
I mean, they played Portland State, who.
and
I
Oregon
mean,
State.
they scored
I guess.
91 last week, though.
True.
Nate,
They
I
shut
see
out
all
a
Mark's
high-powered
here.
offense.
Hey,
What?
where's Baylor at for total defense here?
Last.
No, they're not last.
I don't think we're last, but
Close.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there they are.
57.
Oh, that's not bad.
that's better than I
They're
thought.
right
it was.
behind LSU,
I don't know if that's good or bad.
but
think
they're
that's-
both
that's
behind
not bad.
Northwestern.
What side are you on? I'm on NCAA stats.
I'm on ESPN, so I don't know.
Because I have Baylor at 57 and LSU at 60.
Oh, this may not be in like any specific. I wonder what order this is in. Oh, these are points per game allowed.
Okay, mine's yards per game.
Let me switch it then. Yards per game. Yards.
Because number
Yards
one's
per
Air
game.
Force. Air
Yeah,
Force is only
okay,
giving
yeah.
up 179 yards
Per game.
average.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
They're so good.
If you change it to that, Pac-12 doesn't have
Hey,
anybody in the
versus-
top 20.
Yeah, they do. Utah
Ouch.
17.
Oh, is that 17? I didn't actually count lines. That was close.
Yeah, I have number. Oregon State's number 12.
Are they? Oh, yeah, there they
Yeah.
are. Oh, Nebraska and Oregon.
29 30.
That's wild.
Ooh.
Colorado's like, Colorado's like 100 and they're way up there. 122.
Holy crap.
So Colorado's 122 out of 130. Colorado State's 125 out of 130.
Yeah, that Colorado State quarterback, he was throwing some rockets, man.
It's pretty good.
Was he their backup?
Yeah, second string. That was his first game to start.
You know what sucks that Travis Hunter and then they're missing a few guys. It's kind of sucked though because when Oregon does beat them, they're like, yeah, but we
Well,
didn't
it's
have
because
our
he didn't have
starters.
Travis Hunter. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Dion will say we weren't full strength.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I will give Dion
Anything
a
else?
little bit of credit. Watching him on the sideline, like, it does seem like he cares.
Oh, 100%.
I think that the thing that people struggle with is there's a fine line between confidence and cockiness and arrogance. And we know Primetime and Neon Dion is arrogant.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean when everyone says Coach Prime instead of Coach Sanders. I mean,
Yeah. And so, like, but I think that's what bothers people. Um,
yeah.
but it is what it
I'm
is.
gonna run through some of these games that we just kind of talked about.
Yeah. We didn't even talk
certain
about
things.
Washington, Michigan State.
Michigan State firing Mel Tucker today.
That route, dude, what was going on?
Georgia won by 10 against South Carolina. Shut them out in the second half. They're down 14-3, I think.
At half, right?
Yeah. So that was a big game. Pretty good game. Florida State escaping Boston College.
Yeah.
Another big one. I think Ohio State finally found their true quarterback. I think naming him the permanent starter helped that game. 63-10. Who else had some good games?
The Florida game.
Florida,
Florida,
Tennessee
Tennessee.
was pretty. Yeah, Tennessee started coming back, but just ran out of time. LSU dominating Mississippi State at Mississippi State. I see that one being, 30-point win.
No.
And then you have Alabama struggling at USF.
Like super
They,
struggling.
they got to find a quarterback. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong with Milrow. I don't know why they.
They're starting him this week. He's the starter.
I mean, Ty Simpson and Tyler Buckner did nothing.
Someone was saying that the offensive line was not happy with the quarterback switch,
Oh,
so they weren't blocking as well for the guys that came in. Also, did you see that there was a couple videos of, like, I think Caden Proctor was one, but Tyler Buckner got sacked and he didn't help him up. He just, like, walked right past him after he got sacked.
Some drama.
Yeah, I think Bama's falling apart.
yeah.
They're gonna,
Well, I don't see why Milrow lost the job.
Somebody said that okay, I heard this on like another podcast, but they said that he might have been suspended for the game.
Really?
Oh, and they're just not saying it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That could make sense because he didn't see
I mean,
any
that's-
snaps.
Yeah.
No. He was cheering on the teammates. I mean, he was he was a good cheerleader for that game.
Yeah, so maybe it was just like a team suspension or something. Like, just couldn't handle being not named a starter for the week or whatever, and just didn't put forth the effort. I don't
It
know.
doesn't hurt you anything. I mean, there was already a quarterback kind of competition, so all you have to say is, "Oh, well, we lost, so we're trying something different."
Yeah. Well, I think they know now that he's their best chance to win.
100%.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
dude,
that was
other than him not
so
turning
bad.
the ball over, he's just as he's on the same par as Jeff Sims. Like, he can't throw a short ball. All he can do is run the ball.
Yeah, but he does it really, really well.
Yeah, he's really good at running the ball, but
I mean, he's still there. He's your best shot at winning.
Yeah.
So you gotta play that.
If
guess.
you're a Alabama wide receiver, how upset are you to be at Alabama?
right now, yeah, you aren't getting the ball. You might as well
Well,
just be
you
a
missed.
blocker.
You missed. You missed all those glory years where they have 3 starters in the NFL right now.
I mean, Coach Prime going to take over Alabama next year.
No, one more year. He's got to wait for Shadur to go pro.
They
Why
asked
can't he
Nick
transfer?
Saban. They
He
asked Nick
can't
Saban
transfer
about
again.
tournament,
He'd
he
have
said
to
no.
apply for an exception, and they won't approve it. They're not approving
yeah, they will.
exceptions.
They'll approve anything to Coach Prime.
Well, maybe because it's Prime, but like they're denying so many people's, like just like that dude that's at North Carolina, isn't it North
That's
Carolina?
ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's silly.
they're just not approving these crazy transfers. Unfortunately, So
What else? What other games? We mentioned that not Michigan,
Michigan
Tennessee,
State,
Florida.
yeah,
Yeah, Michigan State just got
they just gave up on the season.
I think Washington's really good though too.
I think Washington's really good. It's just, damn.
Notre Dame's looking better and better. I mean,
Yeah, Notre Dame is looking
it's a
good.
great game. Oklahoma won big, I believe. North Carolina kicked the crap out of Minnesota.
Oh yeah, they did.
I thought that was gonna be closer than it was. Duke, Isaac's Duke Blue Devils, 3-0.
He still thinks they're overrated.
Still overrated.
I
They
mean, they
beat a
should
very
have beat
tough
Northwestern.
and gritty Northwestern team.
Dude, Northwestern's not good.
Washington State
Destroyed Northern Colorado.
destroyed it. Yeah, UCLA killed. I mean, thank God we're getting conference play. You got a lot of these bad matchups. Like
Yeah,
this week is awesome.
yeah. It really is. Week 4, week 5 is going to be a good week.
I know it kind of sucks that I'm gonna be out of town this week to watch all these games.
Well, good thing our game's at 6:30.
Looking at
Where are we gonna be?
Where you want to be, buddy?
these
All
are
right, we'll sit in the hotel and watch the games.
No. We gotta go to Waco.
See.
They'll have games at the tailgate.
now these are
bud.
just the top 25 matchups. This is looking ahead to week 5. First game on Friday, Utah Oregon State. Then on Saturday, Georgia Auburn, Michigan Nebraska, Kansas Texas, USC Colorado, Penn State Northwestern. That's not a good one. Either is Washington Arizona. But then
That's
Notre
next
Dame Duke, LSU Ole Miss, Alabama Mississippi State, South Carolina Tennessee, and Michigan State Iowa. I think Michigan State gave up on the season. Wait, one win and they put Florida at 25 now? Oh, okay. I guess.
That's the SEC.
They were kind of on the fringe though. I mean, they got beat by Utah, then kind of hung around.
But week 5 is going to be a fun week.
Should we head into picks? Unless anybody else has anything to.
I don't think so.
I have nothing.
Isaac, how'd we do on the parlay?
4-1 again. Second
4-1.
straight.
Who was it this week? Me?
You.
You.
I didn't even
Yeah.
pick it. You guys picked it.
No,
You
that was a
picked
different
it.
one.
I
That
did.
was the
different
Super
one.
Dog parlay.
Yeah.
Super Dog, we picked
Oh.
yours because we couldn't do it.
No, I
none
watched
of
it
those
back.
did.
That was my super dog. What was my BRP parlay?
San Diego State, Oregon State over 48, or is it 58?
It was
Um,
56.
Either way, it wouldn't hit.
Yeah,
48.
either way, did it?
Well, I'll figure one
I
out
hope you
this
came
week.
prepared. I hope you came prepared this week.
I did
I wanted you to change that pick. I remember when we were doing the show. I was like, I don't like that one. I was like,
I
have
do
the
know he
full
picked.
pictures.
I know he had 2 picks. I just can't remember what his other one was.
I watched it. I forget what it is already.
He did pick a different one, and then Isaac talked to him. He's like, no, just take.
My
take
one
it.
was gonna be Cincinnati. Whatchamacallit? Who's Cincinnati play? Miami of Ohio.
Who are you gonna take for that one?
I can't remember. I mean, no, that was for. What was that for?
Oh, you were gonna take that for your Super Dog.
Yeah, that was the Super Dog one.
Was it?
Because then we thought it was bad, so we switched it.
We remember we
Yeah,
had to keep
Cincinnati
switching
lost.
them all because our bet was too much.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
it was.
the Akron and Kentucky. There's so many Tony picked and.
Yeah,
couldn't
dude, I
have.
kept going and it kept putting us over freaking $100,000.
Did you see this is
That was our Super Dog one.
this is off our bets, but did you see Big Noon Kick is back at Colorado USC?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
As they should
going
be.
back.
The game in California will be
9
at
a.m.
9 a.m. Which yes, I agree with that one.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Isaac,
USC
I love
agreed
for
to
a
it.
game to be 9.
Isaac, I agree with that one. That one's a good one to go to, but not this last week.
It was a rivalry game. There wasn't very many good games on. I don't.
Yeah, but
mind it.
nobody's ever watched that rivalry game until
But-
this week.
What? Nobody.
Have you ever, before
Yeah.
this week, have you ever watched
I watch
Colorado,
it
Colorado State?
religiously. Yeah.
No, you
I thought
haven't.
Tennessee.
You're a
Tennessee.
liar.
I used to watch that game all the time because it was week 1, Mile High
And they
State.
always used to always play at Mile High.
I've never
Yeah.
watched that game.
So I actually did watch that game a whole bunch, but I mean week 3, Isaac's right. There was no other better matchups really for week 3, but
They could have
They
went
also-
to Tennessee, Florida.
Tony,
What?
if you were marketing your Walmart, would you have Deion Sanders come in, or would you rather go to Kansas, Illinois to market your Walmart? What would you rather do?
I call Shaq.
Or
You're gonna send it to Colorado, and you're gonna have Brian market the whole thing. Did you see that the Colorado Nebraska game brought in over $18 million for Boulder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had over 10 million views, too. It was one of the highest watched games.
Yes, but the city of Boulder brought in $18 million for that weekend.
That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of money. It's a ton of money, but that just pays for his
it is
contract.
a lot of money, Matt Davidson.
Okay, that's all I have to say. Yep.
I don't have any of my picks this week.
Also, my picks are wrong for last week, Nick. I went 3-4, not 2-5.
Okay, I'll fix it.
I don't know how I did.
You went 3-4, Tony. Your best week yet.
I thought last week was my best week. 2
You
weeks
went
ago.
4-4. I guess. Yeah. So Isaac, let's go
500.
over yours right now.
Okay.
Isaac, I have you down for Penn State loss.
That's a win. They won by 17.
Oh crap. Yeah. Okay, I need to fix that then. That's all. That's a win for everybody then.
Yeah, 4-4, tied. Or 4-3, best week ever.
Okay, I'll fix that. I'll fix that and repost it. Yeah, that's a win.
let's go.
That's a win for everybody. Good catch, Isaac.
Nap. Well, never mind. Just go back to what it was. I don't want everybody else to gain a win.
Best week ever.
I mean, I can definitely leave it because nobody.
It doesn't
nobody's
change
gonna move.
anything. Yeah,
It doesn't change
No, it
Because we
changes
all picked Penn
everything.
State.
I need a win.
Change it. I don't know if it changes everything.
It
So
changes
just
a
start-
lot for me.
Tony, just start getting your super dogs, right? That's all you need.
Start winning those.
We're going to 9.5 this week, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There's not very
Dude, there's a
many good
lot of
games.
big point spreads, though. What do you mean? There's a lot of big point spreads. None of
I know,
them are
but, like,
possible. but-
Nothing close to 9.5 is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, you still want to get close to 9.5, Tony. You don't want to go.
You can go above that. Do we want to
Wait, I'm looking at
our
only at the
stuff
top
now?
25. Hold on. I had to look at them all.
Tony's
I don't
looking
have a
like
super
have
dog
one
pick
payout here.
I want some money.
Nick, Braves are losing to Philly 7-1.
Yeah.
ouch.
Travis Hunter's live in a giraffe onesie.
He's live on Mondays on Bleacher Report. Compete with us, I guess.
He said he wanted to keep playing in the game.
Yeah.
He came back in.
I think he has like a kidney or something.
Yeah, lacerated liver.
Oh,
That's
really?
not good.
I thought it was just I thought for sure he broke a rib.
He's soft.
He's 175 pounds. Dude is not big.
I probably would have died too.
So I don't like.
Oh, I would've
Colorado at
definitely
all,
died.
But I do like Travis Hunter. Here, I'm gonna read off my super dog, my other one.
Your parlay pick. Let me just write
Yeah.
it down. Okay. What's
My
your?
super
Do
dog.
you want me to keep
is,
track of the super dog too? Since we couldn't do that last week.
Yes, please.
Hold
Because
on.
I'm
one
never
second.
around. Just type them in the thing and text the group right away.
That's what I'm doing.
Because I'll have to go to casinos probably tomorrow to do that.
Okay.
I have.
Or you have Brian do it, or Isaac do it.
Yeah. Well, I want to go. I'm out. I don't know. I'm pretty hot going to the casino, so I kind of want to keep it going. I want a parlay for $65.
Nice.
I have
Ooh.
Vanderbilt
For your
as
super
my
dog.
super. Yeah, they're minus 14 at home against Kentucky.
Oof.
Plus 14, you mean?
Sorry, plus 14.
Is anybody gonna plug this in to make sure we don't go over?
I can.
Do you have
We're not
Brian's
gonna-
picks also?
I
Nick?
do. Brian's super dog is BYU.
Hold on, Nick. Let me.
Ooh, that's a good one.
BYU isn't BYU the favorite? Or, hold on.
Ooh, they moved to 9 now. It must have
Oof.
been 9.5 when he grabbed
Can't
it.
have it.
No, it's still 9.5 on here.
I see 9.
We'll allow it since Brian's not here.
It's 9.5 on Warhorse right now.
Okay, then
Okay,
we
so
can
we'll
take it.
allow that one. Okay.
Oh yeah,
So he's got,
KU's favorite. Damn.
he's got BYU. I got Vanderbilt. Isaac, Tony, and Nate.
I'm gonna go last here because I was not ready for this one. I was looking all day. And I was just
Here, I'll
not.
give you
Oof.
Brian's BRP parlay.
All right, yeah. What's that one?
He has Oklahoma State money line
Why?
against Iowa State
Why?
because Iowa State's bad.
So is Oklahoma State.
I just have the text that says Oklahoma State money line.
We
Why?
need. He's
And
trying.
I have Maryland money line.
Maryland money line. Got it.
They play at Michigan State.
Why?
Isaac.
They're 3-0.
Isaac, what is your
Wait, Maryland money line? That's
Yeah.
minus 310.
I got the minus. All right, Maryland. Sorry, Maryland minus 7.5.
Well, I don't want to change your pick. If you want the minus 310, there's just no value.
No. They're gonna kill him. I might as well take minus
Okay.
7.5.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Nate?
allowed to hate. There's only 2 people that can say they're 4-0 on BRP parlay.
That's true, but
Who
taking
are
the
they,
Maryland money
Isaac?
line would have been 4-0. Nick and Isaac.
Oh, interesting.
That's pretty good.
Interesting.
I go big on mine. You guys
Yeah,
take
well,
the easy ones.
it's brought you nothing.
Yeah,
I guess ours hasn't either, but
yeah
still.
you guys have brought me nothing.
4-0, man.
Yeah, well.
Any of the other guys have them?
I do have my BRP one.
What is
What
it?
is it?
It's Oklahoma points over Cincinnati.
What are they?
What do you mean?
Minus what?
14.5.
Okay. Ooh, that's big noon kickoff. Cincinnati could be ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm between Oklahoma State and Notre Dame overs or Georgia State and Coastal Carolina overs.
What are the 2?
Notre Dame and Ohio State overs or Georgia
I
State
love
and
that
Coastal
one.
Carolina overs.
Ooh, but I kind of close to Carolina one.
You don't like that one as much.
Dang, the Minnesota Northwestern game is an over under of 38.
What conference is Coastal Carolina in?
AAC?
They're not the American, are they?
No, they might be Midwinter. No. Trying to see how many points he scored last week. Conference USA, maybe?
They're Sun Belt.
Oh. I'm trying to see if their offense is as good. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm going to take the overs in Georgia State Coastal. 62.5.
Yep. Yeah, I like that one.
Actually, can I? No, never mind.
My
Yes,
overs
yeah.
hit so fast.
Dude, I don't know what I want to take for either one of these games.
Freaking Louisville had 21 points in the second quarter. It was 21-0 before halftime. And I thought it was an easy ride to 50. And then they didn't score again, and Indiana scored 14. Brutal.
Virginia Tech Marshall over 41.
You think that's
Virginia Tech is scoring the ball.
Oof.
No,
That's
I
scary.
won't do it.
I can't go under 41.
I wouldn't do
Over
under
41?
41. That's true.
I can't do the under 41.
No,
What's
overs.
over?
I don't know if I don't even know what to do in that game.
I don't know either. I
Virginia
don't trust
Tech
either team.
bad.
Yeah, Virginia Tech helped me last week. They,
Nick, you should have kept your Missouri pick last week.
Marshall kind of barely scores.
yeah, they didn't score as much at 31-21.
Marshall's defense is really good. Tony, I'm not going to help you pick your pick, but I did mention one that's still a really good play out there.
I didn't listen to you, so I'm
That's
scanning
okay.
through every single one of these games, and I
I'm gonna-
can't decide.
I'm going to find my super dog then while we're waiting.
Over 44 at Push State, Wyoming. It's not terrible.
There's Florida Atlantic plus 15 Illinois. Illinois
Yeah,
minus
but
15
I don't even know what they're.
I know. I kind of like that.
because Casey Thompson's out.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say?
So Illinois is a minus 15 against Florida Atlantic without Casey Thompson.
Yeah, true. Tough, tough, tough. Oh man. Gosh. There's not like really great ones that
There's not this week. It's kind of hard.
Hey, is Frank Harris coming back for UTSA this week?
Oh, I
They
did
play
not even know he.
Tennessee.
I didn't know he was out.
Yeah, he didn't play
How
last
about,
week.
how about the overs in BYU Kansas? 55s.
Oof, that is short, small. What's
What about the over at 55 for LSU Arkansas? 55 and a half.
Arkansas is not good.
Yeah,
I
LSU can
understand
score points.
You're
I
gonna
don't
go
mind
under
that. No, he wants overs.
overs. I mean, you gotta hope LSU can score all those points. Frank Harris is day to day.
All right, I'm a shot in the dark here.
Yeah.
This is not gonna go well, actually. Never mind, I'm not doing it.
Ah,
I kind of want the unders in the
Yeah, for my
Arizona
super
Stanford
dog.
game. 58 and a half.
You can always go Boston College at Louisville. That's minus 14.
Nah, Louisville's good this year. We need them to win.
So BYU Kansas minus or 55s or. I
what
ain't buying
about?
it.
I mean, there's North Carolina minus 8 against Pitt.
That's not enough.
I don't think so either. I kind of like. Well, no.
I kind of like Stanford, Arizona. I know we need Arizona to win, but
What do you like? You like Stanford?
the 12 and a half.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
dog.
I was
I'm not
looking at
gonna do
that
it.
too, but that's because Arizona I decided
Stanford
not
is
to do
so bad though.
Yeah, they just lost to Sacramento State.
Yeah. I mean, Tony, if you want to go with Arkansas LSU overs, we can definitely go with that.
it. Well,
All right, I'm doing it. Baylor over Texas minus 15 or plus 15.
Damn, I was thinking about that too.
I'm pulling the trigger. Trap game for Texas. All the marbles. Super dog play. Oof.
I'm just gonna do. Dude, I don't want to do that. What
So,
about?
Is Superdog's money line though? That's you're not doing
Yeah.
money line. You're not doing
It's-
Superdog Baylor, are you?
Super Dogs are all
Oh,
money
I
line.
am.
man.
You're doing Baylor Superdog. All right, let's roll with it. Plus 510.
How about Colorado State, Middle Tennessee State overs 53?
I love it. Love it. Oops, that's a.
Where'd that
that's
game
wrong
go?
play.
Son of a biscuit.
Oops.
Man, I was way down this list.
Oh my goodness, I had a malfunction here. My
Do I
brain
pull the
took a-
trigger on Northwestern over Minnesota?
That's the one I
Oregon
was
State-
thinking also, but then I looked at Northwestern last week and they were atrocious.
I know.
Oregon State,
I-
Washington
I was gonna
State.
do the Florida International Liberty, but God, Florida International's probably not good.
They're 3-1 right now. They lost their first week and now they're on a roll.
Nate, we need a Super Dog from you still.
Screw it. Let's do that one.
Which one?
Which one do you want?
Florida
Tony?
International Liberty.
Overs or what?
No,
No.
that's my super dog.
What time is that game? Oh, I got it.
Who do you want? Florida National over?
Yeah, it's 12 and a half.
Then I'm gonna roll with Iowa getting a big road win.
Against Penn State?
Yeah,
What is it?
Yeah.
12?
plus 14 and a half.
Minus 14.
Ooh.
Oh, it's gone up.
Tony, you took
Okay.
Florida International.
Yeah.
For Super Dog. So, Tony, we need one more for the BRP parlay.
Let's do...
This would pay out 14,000, by the way.
That's
That's
it.
perfect. That's good, though. That means it's more realistic.
Maybe. Doubt it.
When they're $81,000, no, those aren't going to hit.
Maybe in your mind.
What do we have so far for the BRP parlay?
We have
Oklahoma State money line, Maryland minus 7.5,
Oklahoma
Coastal
minus
Carolina
14.5.
overs, and
Yep.
Oklahoma minus 14.5.
plenty of games out there to pick from, Tony.
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
you
think
can
if
do
I want to do
anything
the
with these
unders.
games.
You could do anything.
I mean, you can go like Georgia money line if you want.
I kind of want Georgia unders.
I don't know. What
53 and a half. Do we
Let's
think
see.
they're going to put up 63 on UAB?
Yeah.
You think so?
I mean,
Uh,
I'll give you
Fighting
one.
Trent Dilfers.
I'll give you another one I was going to pull my trigger on was Michigan again. I'm always doing the they don't hit. They're 0-3 against the spread. It's 24 and a half.
They
Jim
hate
Harbaugh's back
going
though.
fast.
Is he back now?
Yeah.
Harbaugh was back this game.
Who?
Notre
I don't know
Dame-
if I go with that then.
Notre Dame, Ohio State is at 54 and a half right now. Pretty low.
You know what?
I can see that game being though like a.
Do you not see
17-10
Florida
game.
State Clemson going over 55 and a half?
I would see Ohio State, Notre Dame going over before Clemson, Florida State.
You think so?
Is this your BRP pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we need something
Clemson
good.
has a pretty good defense.
Yeah, no, you need something pretty good then.
Well, you can do anything.
I don't mind.
It can. It
I don't
can be
mind-
anything. What about
You know
NC
what's gonna
State,
do that?
Virginia over 47?
If Frank Harris does play, I do like UTSA Tennessee overs.
Wisconsin at Purdue is 54.
I don't like that one.
NC State. Does NC State have an offense? They do.
Where's that
Virginia
game?
just doesn't have one.
You have Texas A&M minus 7.5 against Auburn.
No, I don't like that.
I think they're going to blow Auburn out.
Hugh Freeze is an animal against
Um,
lesser
A&M
coaches.
sucks.
Who? Nick?
A&M
And,
starts.
Oh, okay. All right, very good.
Okay.
Florida State at Clemson, 56. Over
that's what I said. They said the Ohio State one's more likely to happen. And I do think that's probably true.
Maybe.
I don't know, Tony. It's up to you.
Whatever you want.
Where
I mean,
is the...
What about Charlotte at Florida, 49?
No.
You don't think Florida can score in Charlotte?
I don't think they're going to
No.
put up 49.
Florida has no offense.
They dominated Tennessee for a
They
lot
scored
of that.
29.
In fact,
Not
I would take
enough.
Charlotte. I'd take Charlotte to cover the 28.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were saying money line. Never mind. Yeah, I would take that too.
Charlotte plus 28. I think they're going to get beat by 28.
Exactly?
Not exactly, no.
Oh. What about
probably
San
by-
Jose State Air Force under 47?
That's a good one.
All right, let's
Air
do
Force
that
is
one.
gonna control the
Thanks,
ball.
Isaac.
Oh no, Tony. If you really want it, I'm not gonna. I gave you a suggestion last week, and I
Well-
don't want to be the one that first screws it up.
Which
for us.
one? Which one is it?
Yeah, you're right. You did.
Arizona-
San
but,
Jose
I,
State
but it doesn't
under
matter. I'm,
47.
So
I like
no,
that.
no. I'm sticking with it. Ohio State, Notre Dame over 54 and a half.
Good pick.
I'm going to send this guys to you, see if this one looks right, the Super Dogs.
No. Send both of them. Make both of them and send both of them. Isaac, send them out.
I didn't make the other one yet.
Well, Isaac can send them out. then
I
you
have
do
no
it.
idea what my picks are for this week.
Don't worry, I'll send it out so you can have them.
Okay, let's get into Bix. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, picks.
Picks.
I'll read Brian's pick first every time.
All right.
It works.
Game number 1, number 4, Florida State at Clemson. Florida State 1.5 point favorites, over under 55. 11 a.m. kick on ABC. Brian will go first every time. Brian picked Florida State, and then we'll just go around the horn. We'll go Isaac first.
Whew. What do we have the spread at?
Minus
1.5.
1.5.
Oh, yours, it's gone up.
Yeah.
It's at 2 right now. Yeah, I'd give Florida State the leeway to lose this game because I did say their floor was 10-2. So, at Clemson, 11 a.m. Clemson doesn't usually play very well at 11 a.m. I'm going to take Florida State as well.
I'll switch the rotation every time. I'll go next. I have Clemson at home winning this game. I think Florida State played very bad on the road at Boston College. Clemson has a much better defense, and I have Clemson. I guess it's crazy that Clemson isn't ranked, but I have Clemson winning at home.
Is this the first time Clemson isn't ranked in like, I don't know, 10 years?
I mean, it's got to be forever. I mean, this is the first time that Alabama's been out of the top 10 since 2015,
Oh my goodness.
which is unreal. Like, what a problem to have.
Yeah,
That's
that sucks for
stupid.
them. Couldn't
crazy.
imagine
Nate,
being
we'll go
that
with you
bad.
next. I know, right?
I've been going back and forth on this one, but I hate Florida State, so I'm gonna go Clemson.
And time again, they prove you wrong.
Tony.
Yeah, I think I got Florida State. They're in my Final Four, so.
Great pick.
Great pick.
Bad pick.
Game number 2, following the trend, we got number 19 Colorado at number 10 Oregon. Oregon is a 20.5-point favorite. Over unders is 72.5. 2:30 on ABC right after the Florida State Clemson game.
That's a nice lineup.
Yeah, it's so good. Brian has Colorado covering the 20.5.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's go. Who went last? So go Tony this time.
I do too. I think that's a lot of points.
Whoa.
Nate.
I got Oregon points.
Points. These don't count as hot takes since they're this is a 3 touchdown spread, does it?
No. I got Oregon as well, covering the 20.5. I think this will be Colorado's first time running into somebody that's very good, very loaded with athletes on the road at Austin Stadium. I think Sanders will have multiple turnovers in this game, and I think Oregon will win this game. I don't know, 21 will get me there. So
what do you think happens to Colorado if Shadur gets hurt?
They're screwed.
I mean,
they run the ball. They don't have a backup quarterback. That season's over.
What's
nice though is you could redshirt him.
Oh,
it's true.
Medical well,
Yeah.
if it's a season-ending injury.
But he's only playing 4 games.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So I mean, like, if he got hurt this game, he could redshirt, which would be kind of nice for them. But Isaac,
be good for Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so tough. I could easily see this just be like Oregon says, let's just get in a shootout game. Man, if Travis Hunter was playing, I would probably give the lean to Colorado to cover, but I'm gonna take Oregon as well.
I agree with that, Isaac. I think Travis Hunter is a huge difference maker.
Yeah, me too. Because their other corners are fine, but they're not Travis Hunter.
No. Game number 3. This is where we start. I mean, I guess we did start the Pac-12 thing, but yep. 3 more Pac-12 games. 2 more Pac-12 games. Number 22 UCLA at number 11 Utah. Utah's a 5-point favorite. 51.5 is over unders. 2:30 on Fox. Brian has UCLA covering the 5. I'm not sure if Cam Rising is playing this game. I would imagine he's getting close. Nate, if you could double check. We go. I think Isaac went last, so Isaac goes first here.
Yeah. So UCLA's kind of been doing the quarterback carousel thing like Oklahoma State, but been doing it a lot better. So I like UCLA to cover 5 as well. I don't even care that if Cam Rising is playing. Honestly, I feel like UCLA is just playing really good right now, and that's what I'm gonna take.
He's day to day, but they're preparing for UCLA is preparing for his potential season debut.
He'll play.
No matter.
I got Utah covering the 5. I don't know. I said Utah was the best team in the Pac-12. I kind of gotta stick with it here. So yeah, Utah. Nate.
I got UCLA covering that +5.
And Tony.
Utah as well.
Jeez, are we a Pac-12 podcast now? We got 3 Pac-12 games on here.
Yeah.
Goodness. Great. I guess we might as well honor them for one last year.
Yeah, it's so funny hearing them during the Colorado game talk about how good the Pac-12 is, and I think it was during the Colorado game they said something about like, is this setting up the Pac-12 or this? They said something about the Pac-12 for years to come, or they said something because Chris Peterson was like, well, yeah, I definitely think so, and you're like, wait, y'all do realize like that it's over this year, right? Like I
Yeah.
just sat there thinking like, and then he made a comment like he even touched his ear, and then made a comment like 5 minutes later about how well at least they're sending it off on a good note or something like that. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
producer in his ear being like, "Hey, it's last
hey,
year."
dummy. By the way, this is over. Anyways, next game.
Game number 4, number 15 Ole Miss at number 13 Alabama. Alabama is a 6.5 point favorites. I think that line has actually moved now to 7. And then 54.5 is over unders 230 CBS kick. Alabama with quarterback issues, I guess. We talked about that earlier.
But he's starting.
Yeah, he's gonna start. Brian took Ole Miss to cover the 6.5. And then we'll go with Tony here. Go back around.
Yeah, Ole Miss covering. I even like them to maybe win this one.
Oh man.
Nate.
God, this is another one I was going back and forth on. I'm gonna go Bama, the 6.5. I don't like it, but
I too will go Roll Tide. I think it's gonna. I would definitely take the overs in this game because Ole Miss they can't stop anybody throwing, and Alabama gives up the deep ball so much. But yeah, I got Alabama. Isaac.
I think there's a certain transfer quarterback that will be on the bench for this game that's probably wishing he was playing on the other team by the name of Spencer Sanders. I'm going to take Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is playing pretty solid right now. And I don't even know what's going on at Alabama, but it ain't good.
No, I mean they got quarterback issues there. Oh man, I think Melrose.
I have a locker room issue.
Having team issues, it sounds like.
looks like they need some a change.
Yep, Sark.
Now you. Yeah.
Prime.
I wouldn't care.
Sorry.
Let him go. I wouldn't have to hear about
Prime.
Colorado anymore.
It'd be so much worse.
Yeah,
at
we're
Alabama.
It would be
we're
so
already
much
used to it.
worse at Alabama.
So much worse.
He couldn't
We're
do that at
already-
Alabama, though. Alabama would not allow him to do what he did. I mean, Colorado was I know we're going back to Colorado talk, but Colorado was the perfect location for him to do what he did because they didn't care.
No.
He couldn't
just
get
let him
rid
do
of a
whatever he
whole
wanted.
roster of guys like he did. Now, he wouldn't
Just
need to.
Win over everything at Colorado.
I
Yeah.
mean, it'd probably be easier for him to get dudes at Alabama, but
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, sure.
sure.
I mean, it'd be the same thing like if you went to Texas
Texas?
A&M. Well, Texas A&M is the new hot one now, where they said that he could be replacing Jimbo.
that would be funny to watch Prime and Nick Saban go off in against each other.
They do not like commercials, man.
I know they had a.
That's the connection. to
Have
Alabama.
you guys seen the Prime, documentary
No,
on
I won't
Amazon
watch
Prime
that.
yet? It has a little clip of him talking to Nick Saban because Nick Saban said something about a couple years ago about him bringing in all those transfers and stuff to Jackson State. So it was like Nick Saban and Prime just sitting down and talking to each other because of it. I don't know. I don't remember what was said, but it was a serious talk between the two. So,
Yeah,
just saying.
Weird.
screw
Roll
Florida.
Prime.
Roll.
That's what it'll be, too. You need to trademark that before
Yeah,
it
I
becomes
was
a
just
thing.
gonna say that.
You need to
I'm
go
gonna
trademark
do
it.
Do
Roll
it
Prime.
now. You heard it here first. We bring the goods.
Yeah.
Roll
Game
Prime.
number 5. Number 14, Oregon State at number 21, Washington State. Oregon State is a 2-point favorite. 56 is the overs. Brian has Washington State with +2. I do too. I have Washington State as +2. I think the unders hit this game too. Let's go. I can't remember which one.
Me.
Isaac go.
You think the unders will hit in this game? Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Washington State scored a bunch of points last week.
Oregon State's very good on defense.
Yeah, I like Oregon State to cover the 3. It's easy. That's easy
2.
money. Oh, well, I see 3. Sorry. I'll take 2. That's even better for me.
Yep. Nate?
I like Washington State. I was pretty impressed with them this season so
Damn
far.
it.
So,
Damn it.
Tony?
Oregon State.
For early in the season, Tony, you still go the same place as other people. Huh?
What do you mean?
Just didn't want to jump on my back.
Well, you said damn it when Nate picked Washington State.
No. That's not why. Because then I feel like I'm giving Isaac the kiss of death. Like right now, this year, I am the kiss of death.
I thought you were upset that Nate took your.
No. Like, I didn't want to be the only one to take Oregon State, and then I give the kiss of death. Like,
Don't matter, Tony. We're riding this one to the win. Hell yeah.
but I do think Oregon State's good. So like,
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're kind of like the new Wisconsin.
yeah, for sure.
Game number 6, number 24, Iowa at number 7, Penn State. Penn State's a 14-point favorite. Over-unders is 41. 6:30 CBS. What's his counter at right now, Tony?
God, I have it right here. So, not counting special teams or defensive touchdowns, because apparently this website at least is not counting them. So he went from needing 25.1 points per game last week to 25.5 now. He's averaging 22 points per game. So he has
I think they are counting special teams and defensive.
Well, even if they are, they have scored a total of 44 points this year. And
That's not true. They scored 41 last
or
week.
not 44. Sorry, hold on. This
It
has
should
been
be like
updated.
84 probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Also, it does include the Big Ten championship game.
It does?
Yeah, includes postseason as well.
it
Where does
has
it say
to, but,
that? Anyways, he still needs 200 and some odd points, like, to by the end of the season.
I mean, all they gotta do is score 100 points this game, and they'll be right there.
Whoa. That
Nate
would be
Superdog.
shocking.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Oh,
That's
it
my
does
favorite
say regular season and a possible bowl game.
Dang.
So even if their 7th win needs to be Nebraska beats them to only have 6, they could win their bowl game and get 7 wins.
Yeah.
Well, that's silly.
Does Nebraska take a dive to keep Brian Ferentz in Iowa?
Why wouldn't you?
It depends on where you're at. Is Nebraska,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. You take the dive no matter what.
But you
You're,
still
you're,
have to do that.
you're literally
You
running
need-
in with no time on the clock, just scoring a touchdown, and Anthony Grant just falls to the ground. 2
No,
yard
it's
line.
like it's like
No, you gotta let
NCAA
him score, right?
It's like NCAA football where you just take the snap and just run all the way back to your end zone.
Take the safety.
Yeah, take the safety, or you just like run out of the 1 and then kick a field goal.
Yes.
So leave the ball back at the 1.
Yeah.
Iowa would struggle at first and goal from the 1.
Yeah, maybe Nebraska should give them the points.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
Brian has Penn State covering the -14. Tony?
I do too, but even with that, what is it, 40-point over under? I see
41.
that going under.
I do too. Nate?
Is he going to double dip?
Nope. I have Penn State points.
What
That way, just if I lose that bet, at least I'm gonna be good on this one.
Well,
So-
technically
You
not
can
really,
lose
but
both those.
yes, you could lose both.
I definitely won't lose both.
Penn State could win by 7 and you lose both.
I think Penn State kills them, to be honest.
If Penn State wins by 3, that would probably be the most hilarious thing ever.
Penn State wins by 1.
Unless it was for the 14K, then that probably would not be the most hilarious thing ever.
No, I still laugh. Isaac, who do you got?
I'm going to take Penn State as well.
Good pick.
Thank
I'll
you.
go ahead and round it out. Penn State State looks really good this year. I think that 14. I mean, I was a good defense, so I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout.
No.
I think it'll be a very low scoring game though.
Yeah.
Game number 5, the last good game. Um,
The last good game.
That's rough.
yeah. Number 6,
Damn.
Ohio State, and number 9, Notre Dame. The only top 10 matchup for the week. Game day will be there. Ohio State's a 3-point favorite, 54 over unders. That's Tony's BRP parlay pick. 6:30 on NBC. Brian has Notre Dame covering the 3. I do too. I have Notre Dame covering the 3, so we'll start with Isaac on this one.
Ohio State.
Anything to add to that?
Nothing else to say. Ohio State. Take it to
Nate?
the bank.
I have Notre Dame.
Okay. All right, Tony, what you got?
I'm gonna take Notre Dame as well.
This would be a big one for.
That's good for Isaac.
This is our only solo game, so Isaac's this is the only game someone's by themselves.
I've had my back against the wall before. Nobody believed, and I was the only one.
Okay,
And you know what they said?
What?
Do you believe?
Okay, whatever. All right, the last game, probably the best game on our slate here. Louisiana Tech at Nebraska. Nebraska is a minus 19.5 point favorites. Over under 49. I think Nebraska's line's moved up to 20.5 now.
It's at 20.
At 20. So 2:30 Big Ten Network.
Great game.
Brian and myself have Nebraska cover 19.5.
Whoa.
Nate, who do you have?
Yeah, this is a tough one. La Tech's bad. I thought they could be able to score points this year, and they just have not done anything. But then it's Nebraska trying to cover 19.5.
Did last week.
Yeah. You know,
Who is it? Who's worse in your mind, I guess?
I'm gonna roll with Nebraska 19.5.
Whoa.
I'm not liking it, but
Tony and Isaac, you can give us picks, and you can just talk about the game.
I got nothing to say. Give me 19.5. Give me 20.5. Give me 21. Give me 28. Nebraska.
you heard that, Nick.
all.
Isaac 28.
Yep,
Covers
Isaac
it
said
all.
28. Isaac said 28 for this game.
Covers it all. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll take the 20. Well, 19.5 as well.
Oh man, Tony, you should have did the other ones. You could game up on someone.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I think it'll be interesting. I'm hoping Louisiana Tech's bad, so that way we can see what this. Like, we're gonna have some young guys playing running back that haven't taken significant amount of snaps before. You're gonna see a lot of Anthony Grant now. Hopefully he can hold on to the ball. Jeff Sims could be taking snaps in the backfield. I don't know what they're going to do.
Handoffs.
Yeah, well, yeah, he could be taking handoffs.
They're going to be placing that ball.
I think it'd be a little weird with a 6'4", 225-pound running back, but, you know, it's not like it's never been done before. But it just, you know, I'm hoping it's an opportunity to get a lot of people, a lot of experience.
No, we want to run it up.
Well, I'm not saying we can't run it up with that, but I just want to, you know, you got to hopefully
Send
see
a message.
To Michigan. Send a Michigan.
You
Send
just
a
hope
message to the
this
world.
isn't a trap game for us.
God, that would be so bad.
Yeah, and that's why I was really tempted not to take the 19.5. But no, I think, you know, the defense is rolling. I think Heinrich starts, and as long as we take care of the ball, the rest should be pretty easy.
History.
So.
Yeah, I think the defense is going to set up the offense pretty well. So.
Yeah, it just sounds like they've taken, and I don't know if they have at any point. You know, there's times even during Shenander where the defense was getting better at times, but for the first time, I feel like the defense in a long time, the defense has kind of taken on that, you know, we're going to put you in the best possible situation we can. You know, like, we're going to do our part. where, you know, they're playing as like they're not giving up even if they go 3 and out the next thing. Even you have to go back to when Sue was playing, when the defense, and I'm not comparing this defense to the defense. What was that, 2009?
9.
Yeah. Like, I'm not comparing those two defenses, but like, because there's nobody of the same talent as Sue on this team. But but just playing with that, like, we'll put it on our back and we'll do this. Now they just got to get the takeaways. That's a start. Get it going.
Yeah.
But it should be fun.
I agree. Defense will set us up. It'll make scoring a lot easier.
Yeah. It'd be nice to see
Should,
some
right?
special teams, too. Because, like, either special teams, like, we've had, 1 or 2 big returns. Like, having an actual return for 6 or something would be cool. Be nice to see special teams step up that way, but we'll see.
Where are we sitting at for time for this game? I mean, for this
2:30?
podcast.
Oh.
For this
no,
cast, we're a little
Like
over
an hour and 20.
Hour and 15.
Nick,
Perfect.
we'll be able to watch the Nebraska game in Texas. Don't worry.
Yeah, out of all these games, that's one I really want to.
Interesting.
watch
it.
This one you're really interested in?
I'll get you to a Husker bar. Nick, want to go to a Husker bar?
Yeah.
Is there one in Austin?
Oh, I guarantee it.
Has to be.
Called 1
Yeah, I'm
second.
sure there is.
During the
Called 1
2:30
second. That would be hilarious, and I would go.
Wow. That would make so much money.
Their logo is just Mac Brown.
It'd be pretty great. I
Or
would
it'd be
go to
No,
that.
Bo
I
Whitney
agree
holding
on
up
this
one
one.
finger. Yeah, there's 4 other games on our slate that are at 3 other games on our slate at 2:30. I don't think Nebraska's the one
So
on the
that's
top
gonna
of
be
the list.
competing with UCLA, Utah, Colorado, Oregon, Ole Miss, Bama. Like, I'm not sure that's gonna.
You're the one that said it. You wanted to watch it.
True. You
He's
did. I
bringing
did
his
hear.
Husker. Nick's bringing his Husker shirt.
It's smart.
I never.
You'll make a
first
lot of
I'm not
friends.
gonna fuck with it.
You're right. I saw
First
it in
of
your back
all, second
earlier.
of all,
Where's that picture of you in the Nebraska stuff? It's online somewhere.
It's on the internet somewhere.
It's on Facebook.
Oh, that's what I should have done. While Nick was in the hospital, I should have put a Husker shirt on him while he was unconscious. Oh, man.
What if he came out of the hospital like as a Nebraska fan because he couldn't
That
remember?
would
if
have
he
been.
was-
Do the Huskers win?
Dang it.
that was
What was I thinking?
I
I could have
would've-
taken so many
We
pictures
could
of
have
him.
got him a
We coulda
stuffed
got-
Herbie and
We could have got Herbie to go in and visit him and Tom
No.
Osborne
Take
and
pictures with
everybody.
him.
Dang.
Oh,
Why did we
man.
do that?
Wasn't Osborne in the like next to him in the other bed?
Yeah. No, he was. Oh, goodness, that's funny.
He looks like he doesn't
It's
look
funny
good,
now.
guys, okay,
It's funny now.
he looks
Hey,
like
why
he
did
could be
you
a
look like the
zombie
guy
extra.
from Family Guy?
Who?
With your half your face come off with your backwards hat and your hair?
Oh, the comic book guy.
Yeah. Why do you have your half your face on camera?
Because I'm bending down.
There we go.
All right, is
All
that
right,
it?
that's gonna do it. We done?
This is Brian last week.
Yeah, Brian didn't want to show any of his face.
Wow, Nate, I can't even tell it's you.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Yeah,
Big
same
week for the Bears this week. Woo, 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 woo.
Also, I did update the standings. Those are up now.
Good, trying to cheat me out of win. Cool.
No kidding.
That was
About
all
time.
of us. All of us.
I need that win, Nick.
You know the crappy part is Nick put Missouri as his win now. He went back.
Yeah, I believe it.
You
Went
know
back
what's
and
crazy
changed
is
it.
Nate is tied with Isaac, but Nate has the worst record of all of us. He's the 8-18.
What? I don't have the worst record?
No,
You're 9 and
you're beating
17.
Nate by one game. You're 9-17. But Nate has this one super dog pick, so he's in fourth place with 10 points. Well, tied for third with Isaac.
Oh man.
Well,
And
get
now
your foot back.
those might now that we changed it to 9.5, those probably will benefit us more.
I doubt it.
Oh God, okay.
No,
I doubt it.
Yeah,
not gonna help
yeah,
at all.
Baylor. Yeah, your Baylor one. Oof.
Well, that's the closest one I think all week, honestly, Nate. Right?
Yeah.
Wait,
But
who's
you
Texas
said
play
we'll
next
double
week?
Kansas.
Trap game.
Oh, I'm taking Kansas in that one too. I'm taking another super dog against Texas.
I would ask where it's at, but it don't matter.
It's in Austin.
Oh,
perfect.
lucky.
What
We
happened
kicked
last
the
time?
shit out of Kansas last year.
Oh, what happened in Austin last time?
Yeah.
Won us some money. That's what happened last time.
Yeah, it
True.
did.
I'll tell that story to my grandkids someday.
Yeah, Nate, what's up, Nate? You got a problem with that still?
Yeah.
That's when
don't
we
lose to
started
Kansas.
rolling with Kansas.
Dang.
That
That was
year,
a
yeah.
glorious day.
What a great year that was.
It was a great year.
It wasn't. I think it was Nick's ex.
I know he came out of it and Texas lost.
I
Oh my
watched that
gosh.
game in Madonna. I
It was
watched
the
the end of
best
the game by
time.
myself.
Yeah,
They kicked
yeah. Brian and I were
Nate
there
Bryan
watching
out.
it. Yeah, and they were curfew, so Nick had to watch that.
I also
Oh, I
saw the
can
Braves.
imagine.
I also saw the Braves win the World Series in the ICU, so that was kind of cool.
There you go.
Oh, was it cool?
Was it cool?
Under the circumstances, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good year for you, minus the Texas loss.
Nate almost dying.
It was a good year for us, I guess. Nate probably more.
I was peeing and pooping myself watching the Braves.
All right,
yeah,
and
heck
that's
of a
the end
year,
of the
man.
podcast. That's the end of the podcast.
That's going to do it for the podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out all the links. Go to our Facebook page, our Instagram, our Twitter, so on and so forth. We love you all. We are out.